TIFU by buying my wife a bra. Yes, I FU again. I really actually don't feel I've done anything wrong, my wife disagrees. All summer she has been complaining about her sweaty tits. How she's ruining all her good bras with kept sweat. She's paranoid about underboob sweat lines, etc., etc. Now this isn't my first rodeo, so I stuck to just sympathetically listening and nodding at appropriate times. No comments that could be misconstrued as me criticizing her breasts or her sweatiness or anything like it. She's not even any more sweaty than the average person and her breasts are incredible, but I digress. And absolutely no way in hell was I going to try to solve her problem. Only a husband who is an idiotic masochist would do that, right? But then last week I got an email from the company she buys her period pants from. Each newsletter sign-up gets money off their order, so a while back she had also signed up using my email address to get an extra promo code. I don't have a menstrual product fetish or anything, I swear. Anyway, the subject line caught my eye. The sweat-proof bra. A match made in leak-proof heaven. Obviously any sane person would delete the email, but as I said, I'm an idiotic masochist. Plus, the email said this bra would be my wife's new breast friend. Who was I to keep her from her breast friend? So I checked out the sizes of her other bras and then placed an order. It arrived an hour or so ago. I knew what it would be, so handed it to her unopened. Here babe, this is for you. Ooh, what is it? It's a bra. At this point I see the glint in her eyes and realize my mistake. Sure enough, instead of the sexy lingerie she was hoping for, she pulls out her large, beige, utilitarian-looking sweat-proof bra. Well, I'm sure you can imagine how it went from there, and my foolish muttering of boo. But the ad said it would be your new breast friend didn't help matters. Because apparently I'm the only sweaty tit here. I don't find her sexy anymore. I'll have you know that those sweaty breasts fed and nourished our children. And just what, exactly, am I getting at anyway? Am I trying to say she has saggy boobs? That she needs a new bra? A more supportive one, for her aging sagbags. This is just like me, to try to solve a problem, rather than letting her vent. So yeah, that went well. She has taken the kids to their swimming lesson and then for ice cream, so I have 2 hours or so to try to salvage things, somehow. Crotchless pants? 4 fucking sisters and not one of them is free to answer the phone. 4 iterations of sorry I'm busy, is it an emergency? Texts. So I'm on my own with this one. I think she'll be more willing to listen to my apology when she returns. She knows I am a well-meaning idiot. And I think she is beautiful and sexy and deserving of lingerie, not beige, sweat-eating monstrosities. TLDR, please, take heed of my lesson, no matter how much she complains about her tit sweat, do nothing.
I know that everyone is different, but it really seems like a caring gift. Agreed. It means not only was he listening, but he cared enough to see something and go, oh, I bet this would help solve that issue. And then did it with the intention of helping. It's super sweet, and even if it was a miss, that's still a great thing for a husband to do. Way to disincentivize thoughtful gifts in the future. I think the problem is she hasn't seen how good it could look. You need to model it for her when she gets home. I think that's actually a good idea. If my husband did this and said the advert said it would be your new breast friend, I would die laughing and give it a try. I know that everything my husband does for me is out of love and not malice, so just give your new titty buddy a try. As part of the ridiculously large titty committee that lives somewhere unnecessarily hot, I would have been thrilled. The boob sweat is real and I appreciate anyone trying to help me out. Also, I would like a new breast friend, thanks.
Edit, they're just back. She has ice cream for me and a sheepish grin, lol. I imagine we will be laughing about this after the kids go to bed. Like someone said, possibly my delivery, as if it was going to be a great present, contributed to her reaction. As did the fact I haven't bought her sexy underwear in a long time. And she may well be going through the perimenopause. We have an incredible relationship, she is so funny, kind, caring, laid back, witty and a million other good things. Her reaction was baffling, it was so out of character. Anyway, I'm going to read the kids their stories and put them to bed. They always sleep incredibly well after swimming, so hopefully we can both enjoy her sweaty breasts soon enough, lol. Please don't call her a bitch, twat or any other derogatory term that she has been called here. She is amazing and I love her more than anything. Edit 2. Jesus Christ, how long were we shagging for? This really gained traction whilst I was gone. She now knows about the post and finds the whole thing hilarious. Thank you for the funny comments and F you for the hurtful ones. Thankfully this is in the minority. I didn't include the company, cause it might seem like some weird ad campaign, although maybe they wouldn't describe their own products as looking utilitarian, lol, but seeing as so many people asked, the brand is Modi Bodhi. Not sure about the bras, as yet untried, but my wife thoroughly recommends their period pants. TIFU by overestimating how loud my new lawnmower is. I, 33M, recently purchased a new lawnmower. The one I had for the last few years was a pre-owned 20-plus-year-old beast that finally died out on me earlier this summer. For a normal-sized, non-self-propelled mower, that sucker was loud. Like, I couldn't run it after 7 p.m. loud without causing a disturbance to my neighbors. Well, I found a good deal on a new one, and I sent my old one to the big garden shed in the sky. This last Saturday, I decided to take it out for a spin. I donned my suburban dad outfit, baseball cap and all, and tossed on my noise-canceling headphones, turned my music on shuffle, and got to work. And of course, like I do with any household task while listening to music, I started to sing. I figured, hey, loudest mower, who's gonna hear me? So, for the next 60 minutes, I mowed and sang. I was an adult contemporary powerhouse, singing everything from Michael Jackson, to Post Malone, to a little J-pop here and there, to Whitney Houston. I don't care, I'm having fun, and who can hear me? Besides, I'm not a bad singer at all, I don't think. Not exactly going on tour anytime soon, but good enough that I think I could sing in some low-rent local cover band. Well, turns out my two neighbors who live in the house directly behind and rear left of mine were having a little powwow where their kids were out playing and they were just chilling on the lawn. I wasn't paying attention to them. At least, not until I got 85% of the way done and I stopped for a water break. I pull off my headphones, grab a big swig of my water bottle, take a moment to stretch my back, and then I see them. 3 of my adult neighbors have lighters in the air waving at me. I was puzzled at first, so I waved back politely. One of them said, "Great concert, Fuzzy One. When's your next show?" I was confused for a moment, but, like the rising sun itself, the light of my humiliation crept across my mind. I wanted nothing more than to abandon the mower, run inside, grab my wife and kids, burn the house down, change my name, grow a mustache and move us all to Mexico out of sheer embarrassment. But I held it together and said, probably a little louder and more high-pitched than I intended, "You guys could hear me?" They smiled and nodded. One of them laughed a bit. They were teasing me a bit, but not in a mean way. I said back, "Oh God, I'm so sorry." They told me it was fine and it was fun watching me enjoy myself with the singing and little dance moves I was doing. I stared at a little rabbit den forming in my yard, secretly wishing I could just go hang down there with the bunnies. I'm like, WTF, how can you hear anything over the lawn mower? I was singing, but certainly not loud enough to be heard past the lawn mower, right? Velp. I turned the mower on, sans headphones, and sure enough, this thing was way more quiet by comparison. Like, I could do a medium shout over this thing and be heard clearly, whereas the old one I could scarcely shout at the top of my lungs at a short distance to be heard. I laughed it off with more courage than I actually had at the time and said, "Well, next show's gonna cost you. I don't give front row seats for free to just anyone." They laughed, I waved, and got back to work, swearing that the next time I work outside it's going to be podcasts or nothing. I figured, okay, it's over, right? Embarrassing moment, maybe they'll make a few jokes about it over the next few months, but they'll forget about it, yeah. Boy, was I freaking wrong. I sat down to dinner on Saturday night to an alert from Facebook that someone had posted in the neighborhood group. Turns out my neighbors talked after the incident, and now they're inspired and want to do a neighborhood karaoke night, and they want me to join in and or MC. They called me the neighborhood DJ _ and now either I have to do this again for a larger crowd, or risk being seen as the neighborhood party pooper. We have 50 plus houses in the neighborhood and at time of writing, at least 40 people have commented on the thread expressing interest. I've been trying very hard to stay on good terms with my neighbors for obvious reasons, and they're overall pretty decent folk, but man, I am going to need to double up on my anxiety meds for this. Curse me and my magnificent singing voice. TLDR, I sang my heart out while mowing the lawn, thinking nobody could hear me. I was wrong, and now people want me to host a karaoke night. Mortifying, but you must be decently good? And obviously the neighborhood demands it, lol. I think you should show up in your suburban dad outfit and don't forget your headphones. I'm gonna need a new hat. And a little plastic kid's lawnmower, hand over mouth. Well, be glad they didn't record you and post it. Doing that karaoke with a little liquid courage might make a couple new friends. How is this a F up? Embrace your destiny, you /Fuzzy106. Become MC Grass Clippings. Your TikToks will slay if you stick the landing. And your lawn will look fan-freaking-tastic. Are you going to wear lawn mowing attire to karaoke? I mean, I was just in cargo shorts, ratty basketball shoes, and a nerd t-shirt, so, yeah, probs. Hey. I love you. Thanks for watching. I hoped you enjoyed this Reddit audio story. It would mean a lot to me if you could like and subscribe, or better yet, leave a comment about one of the stories. Thanks, and I hope you have a wonderfully fantastic day. XOXO.